Good evening. After several months of not
Good
doing
evening.
gaming, after several months of not doing gaming, I decided it's finally time to start getting back into gaming. I've been saying that for a few months, but here we are, and I want to start by trying to get into some computer pinball. When I was younger, my favorite kind of game to play at the arcades was pinball, and I was actually pretty good at the physical tables. But it's been several years since I've been anywhere that had a physical table. I mean, sometimes I see pinball machines in a few of the arcades, but there's not a lot of arcades left, and the closest ones are like an hour away. And those are the kind of places where you want to focus on the ticket games for prizes. So I haven't really played physical pinball in years. Last time I played any sort of pinball was when I was playing Pokemon pinball on a Game Boy emulator on the computer, and that was probably a few years ago. That was before the move, so that was a long time ago, also. But playing on the computer is not the same as playing at a physical machine. There's different hand motions involved. You're not hitting the flipper buttons on the sides of the machine. You're hitting various buttons on either the mouse, keyboard, or a controller. So, in terms of ergonomics, computer pinball, virtual pinball, is probably a very different game from physical pinball. But I want to. The big one, of course, is the Pinball FX series. But I'm waiting for a sale for the download tables, so it'll be a little while before I can get that one going. But I'm trying some other pinball games in the meantime, some cheaper, less advanced games. Tonight we're going to try one called Quantic Pinball. So, switching over to the game, I've already turned the music off as it's per the standard for games on this channel. It's per the standard for games. And I do not know the controls. I don't see a way for it to tell us the controls. Um, let's just see. Let's just hit play and see what happens. So this one has one, two, three, four, five, six different tables, but they have to be unlocked by playing the previous table. And that's something called special level. What's special level? What's the point of this game? Alright, what are the controls here? So this one is a very standard left and right arrow keys and a very standard spaceball plunger. Very easy controls for this one. So this is the special level. I have no idea what sets this one apart from others. But it looks like I actually have to turn the music on in order to get the sound on. So that's going to be a bummer. We're in the pause menu, but there's no settings here. We may have to play without sound, unfortunately. Ooh, we got a multi-ball. So now we got these little spider creatures we gotta blast. And I'm still operating with two balls here. I lost my multi-ball. And we got our multi-ball back. I was never good at multi-ball in real life. How's it game over? I still had balls on the table. Oh well. Let's go back and try the regular tables now. If I... Yeah, I can't turn sound on without turning the music back on, unfortunately. And I see nowhere to get, to change it otherwise. So I guess we're going to start with the alpha table and see what happens. I do not know what to expect with this game. Let's just see what happens. Okay, this one looks like it's shaped like a heart. And the lighting effect gives it a beating heart effect. Interesting. Wow, why are we in blind mode? This is... I can't play like this. I can't see what I'm doing. Somehow I'm keeping the balls up even though I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm down to one ball again. And I just lost... Okay, I lost my flippers for a moment. It went into some kind of automated gun mode. And now it looks like I'm in a two-ball mode again. I have no idea what the objective is on these tables and what the win conditions are for unlocking the next table. We're just going to do our best and play each table until it lets us move on to the next one. We're in multi-ball again. All these little vortexes are really spinning the ball around. At least this one has simple, intuitive controls. This is an interesting table. I'm just not understanding all the features of the table. It's got these vortex things, and then it's something called a special. I have no idea what's going on here. So it looks like the multi-ball is triggered when you lock two balls into the two designated pits on the table. Looks like we're going to get a game over pretty soon. It says we opened a gate. I have no idea what that means, but we're on our last ball. It says extra ball, but I don't see another ball lighting up on our little indicator here. So I'm not sure what that means. We do have multi-ball right now, so if I can keep them alive, I can stay alive for a little bit longer, I think. And I just saw the word mastery pop up. And it says completed. So I guess we unlock the next table. I'm not sure. Let's play out this game. We're in blackout mode again, but it says completed. It's not letting me play anymore. So it looks like if you complete the table, it automatically ends your game. So let's just see how that happens here. Looks like the table changed up a little bit now. We have an extra flipper. The layout's a little bit different, but we just have the one ball left. So, is this actually the second table? And we can, and if we don't win, we can start over from this table? Maybe? It's cool having an extra flipper on the right side. But no, it says game over. So let's go back to the menu and see what our selection screen looks like. So if we go back to play, so yeah, it's letting us start from the second table. But we'll start with the full 3 starter balls. So we'll last a little bit longer this time. So yeah, that's how this game works then. We're doing pretty well, I'd say. It only took us one try to do the first unlock. I have a feeling the tables are going to get harder as we go on, though. So this, it looks like it actually starts you with 5 balls, not 3 in this game. The standard is 3 in arcade pinball and most virtual pinballs from what I've heard. But wow, this layout's rough. Sometimes it bumps. Sometimes when you hit it off the flipper, it bumps straight back down to the flipper because of the narrow opening here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to master this board on this run. I've lost too many balls. I'm already on the third ball, and I've hardly started this board. But we have locked 2 balls, which means multi-ball is probably going to give us 4 balls on this table. Oh, this ball's doing teleportation tricks. That's rough. Wow, and already we're down to our last ball here. We're not going to win here. Not this time. We've got a storm vortex right over the flipper. That's a problem. We lost our multi-ball because the storm vortex was right over the flipper, pushing my balls into the hole. Are we stacking multi-balls now? Because I'm seeing balls going into the holes for multi-ball while I still have a multi-ball in progress. I found out that my favorite Italian restaurant chain completely pulled out of my state. They closed all 3 locations left in my state about 2 months ago, right after we had a birthday dinner there. So not fair, but pretty much every restaurant chain I have history at, except Red Robin, has pulled out of my area. There's plenty of good restaurants left. It's just I don't have the history there. They're not the ones I grew up with. Except Red Robin, that's still going strong. We have multiple locations in our area. Game over. It didn't say we unlocked the next board, so... You know what? I have some of the DLCs for Pinball FX. When I come back, let's actually switch over there for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to switch pinball games, but I'm going to take a quick bio break real quick first. I'll leave the strobe on the screen so you have something to look at. And I'll be back in a couple minutes so we can switch pinball games. Okay, I honestly don't know how long I'm going to go tonight because I wasn't feeling well today. But I do enjoy a good gaming session, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm actually going to switch to one of the other pinball games I have sitting in Steam to try out. So let me go ahead and quit out of this one real quick, and I can go back to my list of games and we'll pick another one. So yeah, you're going to see black screen for a little bit while I come over here. I have something called Retro Pinball. What's this? How many boards are on Retro Pinball? So there's 7 different boards to play here. Let's go ahead and try Retro Pinball. And it doesn't look like there's any DLCs, so it looks like all 7 tables should be in the game to begin with. So let's try Retro Pinball. Definitely. Okay, so it's coming up.
Off, off, on.
Okay, this one has sound, but I told it to open in windowed mode, so I don't know why it's not. Alright, we restored windowed mode. Let me pull up the game on the main screen now. Wow, the sound is loud on this one. Is there... There's nothing about setting audio levels. Okay, I need to get the game window actually on screen. So this one is called Retro Pinball. And this one has 7 built-in tables, no DLC. And this one has 7... And I guess let's just play each table once. So Z and slash. And the plunger is actually the enter key. I hope not every game has a completely different control scheme. This one does. I hope I figure this out. Alright. There's different camera settings too. I'm not going to play with that once the game's in progress. Let's just get right into it. This one's called Tropical Splash. Alright, got the flipper controls figured out. And this one has a flipper in the back. That's a nice little toy pirate ship in the back.
You made it off the island. You struck gold. You struck gold.
It's cool having sound effects for this game.
You struck gold. Well done, nice and clean. Ball saved.
Yeah, it shot that ball straight into the hole. There was nothing I could do. But we're going into our second ball here.
Ball saved.
That was my fault. I was playing. So it looks like there's 3 different levels of the camera, but this is the one that's most like what you'll be seeing at a physical table, I believe.
Ball saved.
Obviously, I'm not switching cameras while the When it saves the ball and automatically launches it, it shoots it straight into the pit where the flippers can't hit it. Oh well. Let's look at the next table. This one is called Gore Ball. So a nice little horror table for us to play.
Skill shot. You're dead. Skill shot. Ball saved. Crypt open. You're dead. Skill shot.
I do like this control scheme better because this one enables me to actually properly use both hands
Crypt open.
and hold my keyboard almost like I would an actual pinball machine. Or I should say hand position similar to an actual pinball machine. Obviously I'm not holding up the keyboard.
You're dead.
Alright, let's check out the third table in this game. Let's see, it looks like it's taking a while to load. Alright, I think it's gonna load now. Looks like it's taking a while to load. Alright, I think it's gonna load now. This one's called Memories of the Past. Looks like it's set in an apocalyptic city.
Don't move! Freeze! You have the right to remain silent.
It's cool in this game how
Freeze!
it's cool in this game how the pinball tables seem to be placed in the environments that they represent. So the backgrounds are part of the atmosphere. You're not just in an arcade hall.
Don't move! I'm in hot pursuit of a suspect. I'm in hot pursuit of a suspect. I'm in hot pursuit of a suspect. You have the right to remain silent. Freeze! Don't move! I'm in hot pursuit of a suspect. You have the right to remain silent.
Okay, let's check out the fourth table. Why is it back to the... Alright, let's try this next table. So this one's called Pool Hall Deluxe. There we go.
A shot.
Now this one has music in the background in the atmosphere. I've turned music off, but I guess you can't turn it off for this particular table.
That's how it's done.
I hope I don't get a copyright strike. Because I can't turn the music off for this table. The
That's
music's
how it's
already turned
done.
off. It's part of the atmospheric sounds for this environment, I guess.
A shot. Sit tight. A shot. That's how it's done. Sit tight. Dang it. Rack 'em up. Get ready. A shot. Dang it. Rack 'em up. Sit tight. Sit tight. That's how it's done. Nice shot. Dang it. Rack 'em up.
Three more tables left in this game to try out. We're having a little bit of lag. Here we go. This one's called Call to War. Looks like it's got a military theme.
Soldier down! Purple Heart awarded. Purple Heart awarded. Incoming orders! Don't move. Well done. Fight another day. Soldier down. Purple Heart awarded.
Alright, two more left, and then we'll check out another pinball game. So this one's called Zen Garden. Well, I like this one.
Careful. Wait, don't move.
There we go.
Aww, well done.
So we've totally blew the first ball because the camera was bugging out on me. But I got finally to go to my
Wait,
preferred
don't
camera.
move. Aww, well done. Wait, don't move. May a good fortune be with you. Aww.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad considering the camera screwed us out of our first ball, but we're just here to do first discovery on these tables. One day we'll come here and we'll play a couple games on each table when I'm feeling a little better and want to stream a little longer. But there's a couple other pinball games in Steam I want to try and get a look at. So this one's called RD's Adventure Mini Golf.
All right! All right! Hole in one, baby! Sweet! Nothing but cup. Now that's how it's done. Yeah! All right! All right! Stupid ball! Stupid ball! All right! All right! Hole in one, baby! All right! Got it!
Ooh, we unlocked a multi-ball somehow.
Get in there! Now that's how it's done. No! All right! Stupid ball! Stupid ball! All right! All right! Now that's how it's done. Stupid ball! Stupid ball! No, no, no!
So that's all the tables in this game. Let me go back to my Steam list real quick. You're going to see black screen for a couple moments here. Let's see, we looked at Quantic Pinball, Retro Pinball. Here's one that's just called Pinball Arcade and one that's just called Pinball. Let's look at the one that's just called Pinball. Oh, this one has a lot of tables on it. We're gonna come back to this one another time. I also don't see an option to turn the music off. So, that one has a lot of tables, and I think some of them might be DLCs. So let's just see what Pinball Arcade brings to the table. Oh, shoot. This one has startup options. I'm not going to screw around with that. There's something here called Artur's Pinball. Which one is this? Okay, this one looks interesting. We're going to try one called Artur's Pinball. Give me a moment to set this one up. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any. Let me see. If there's no option to turn off sound. All right. Shoot. Okay, it's not really Googling. We're going to go through with that game, and I'm going to use the Windows sound to turn off. Well, that just means we'll lose sound for the whole game, but I do not want to be copyright striked. So we're just going to turn off sound for the whole game here. So it looks like we used the flippers here. It looks like this is a game where there's different sections that we move into. It's a new high score. I don't see myself getting a lot of enjoyment out of this one. If it did something with the different sections, that would be cool. But it doesn't look like there's any unlockables or collectibles, and you only get one life. We're done with this one already. Alright. Let's go back to Steam. And let's just take a quick look at Pinball FX. I'm not sure if we'll actually play anything. Oh, here's something called Hyperspace Pinball. Let's see. So it looks like this is a combination pinball shooter kind of thing. Let's give it a try. Yeah, let's give this one a try. And right off the bat, it opened on the wrong screen. Alright, we solved the music issue. Let's put this back on the correct screen. Oh boy. Alright. Just see controls. So this one is the same controls as the previous one, for the most part. Campaign, boss run, or endurance. Endurance, I think it means you go until you die. Let's try that first. So it looks like you only get one life. I lost sight of my controller, so I was totally my fault. I like how the board and enemies change color as you kill more of them. Let's try the boss run. Okay, so that's kind of how boss run looks, but this one's got a big difficulty curve, so I may need to practice that one off stream before I do it on stream again. Do I have any other pinballs here? I have something here called Zachariah Pinball. But there was one pinball game that I wasn't going to play on stream because of questionable content. I'm not sure if this is it or not. So this one has a lot of DLC in it, but let's go ahead and pull it up and see what's actually in the game. So this one's called Zachariah Pinball. Brett usually streams on Friday, but I'm not seeing him showing up in my list. He didn't say anything that he was taking the night off, but hopefully there will be a musician to raid out into when I finish, because I'm getting a little bit tired here. Let's see. Issa's on. Kuyasai is on. We're probably not going to be going too much longer. Oh yeah, this is the one that has trouble launching. We won't be looking at Zachariah Pinball. Let's see. Let's look at Pinball FX3. I don't think I have unlocked any tables yet, but let's just take a quick look and see if there's anything we can play. I may have unlocked the Star Wars tables, but I want to save the Star Wars tables to be a stream by itself. My first look at the Star Wars tables. So, if the Star Wars tables are all I got here, we're not going to be playing FX3. But if I have other tables besides the Star Wars tables, we may jump my plans for first look on groups. When we have all the DLC for Pinball FX3, we'll have about 100 tables. So I was going to do a 5-part series of first look at all the tables once we have all the DLCs. There's about 20 Williams tables, about 20 Zen Studios tables. That's the publisher of the game. There's about 20-ish Star Wars tables, 20 Marvel tables, and 20 miscellaneous licensed DLCs. So it's going to be a 5-part series to look at all the tables. But this one's having trouble launching too. So let's just raid out, because this game was working for me before. I don't know why it's not working for me now. So, I guess we're done here for tonight, and I'll try and get Pinball FX3 working so that we can get to those tables. Okay, actually, I got it to launch. So, it's not launching with correct settings, though. So let me see what I can do here. So we are doing Pinball FX3 here. But I need to change some settings before it will.
Audio options.
So yeah, the music's already set correctly.
Video. Main menu.
Alright, so the settings are set to hopefully how I can do it now. Yep, we're in the game. Let's go back to options and just look at the controls. So this is going to be another one with awkward controls, but here at least I can change it to what I'm used to. Actually, let's do... Alright, that's good for the controls.
Main menu.
Let's just see what tables I've unlocked so
My
far.
collection.
Okay, so we have access to something called Sorcerer's Lair, and the rest of these have the lock icon. Under the Williams selection, we have Fishtails, and everything is locked. Looks like we have access to 3 Jurassic Park tables. Universal is locked. All the Marvel stuff is locked. Ooh, 19 Star Wars tables, all unlocked. But like I said, that'll be a stream by itself. Looks like we've unlocked the Bethesda tables. Aliens is still locked. Portal's unlocked. And Walking Dead is unlocked. So let's just see. Do we want to play anymore?
Main menu. My collection.
I kind of want to do that thing I was talking about where we do 5 different streams to initiate this game. Where we'll do...
Main menu. My collection.
So coming back here, Zen has 18 tables. Williams has... Why is Indiana Jones under Williams and not under its own DLC? Well, it looks like Williams is going to have 22 tables. Marvel has 19 tables. Star Wars has 19 tables. And then going through these, 3 for Jurassic, 3 for Universal. Looks like Back to the Future, Jaws, and E.T. Those will be fun to play. 6. Bethesda has 3 more, so that's 9. Aliens is 12. And then Portal and Walking Dead is 14. But if we come back here to the Williams, let's see. It looks like Indiana Jones is the only one here that's licensed. And because Williams has the biggest set of tables, we're gonna go ahead and the licensed DLC miscellaneous has the least number of tables. We're actually gonna play Indiana Jones when we do the licensed DLCs. So the night we do first look at the Williams tables, we're only gonna look at the 21
Main menu.
the 21
My
non-licensed
collection.
tables. And then Zen looks like it has a bunch of cool tables too. So 18 tables on that night, 21, 15, 19, 19. So, yeah. I don't know what this means at the bottom where it says upgrade level.
My collection.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like I don't know why at the
Star
bottom.
Wars Pinball. Solo.
My collection.
I don't know what upgrade levels means, but I will research this game and I'll get the DLCs as soon as they go on sale, and we'll do 5 streams looking at all these 100 tables. And then this will probably be the pinball game we end up sticking with because this is the most popular of all the pinball games. So I have 2 good choices to raid tonight. I generally try to raid whoever has fewer viewers at the time, but alright, since I'm not seeing Brett, we're actually gonna raid Kuya Sai music tonight. He's a good show. I don't usually see him on when I finish stream. He tends to be more of an afternoon streamer. I don't usually see him in the evenings. But he's a good show. Kuya Sai, I think he said he was writing a musical or wrote a musical or something. He's a fun time. So it was fun looking at some of these computer pinball tables. I'm sorry we didn't do more. I'm really looking forward to getting into this Pinball FX3. If the DLCs don't go on sale before I have time for a non-scheduled spontaneous stream, I might just do the Star Wars night in the next few weeks. Not next week. I have a loaded stream scheduled for next week. Next week we're doing some special stuff. We have a collaboration with Brett on Monday, if all goes according to plan. And then I'm going to have 3 LEGO streams celebrating the new Disney Plus LEGO Star Wars release. Rebuild the Galaxy Part 2, which comes out on Friday. So I'm doing 3 LEGO streams to build all 4 of the Rebuild the Galaxy LEGO sets, including the Dark Falcon in the 3rd of those 3 streams. That's going to be a big build. So anyways, we're going to do our raid now. We're raiding Kuya Sai. Have a good night, and I will see you soon. Oh wait, he has raids turned off. There's one other musician here. Let's try to raid Issa Sings. She's a good show too. She just released a couple songs, I think. Over the summer, she had a couple song releases. Alright, we're gonna raid Issa. Have a good night, and I will see you soon. Good night. Good night. Good night.
I love you. Also true. I mean, imagine Jace will be like subbing, you know? No, at least you were not Jace, you know? Gotta look at the bright side. Hey, Uncle Eve, how's it going? Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely evening. I want a bottle of Pepsi, perfect bag.